Good evening, everyone. If we haven't met yet, I'm Dr. Katie Eustis, your new superintendent. For more than 60 years, this community has come together to celebrate something incredibly important, our students and their achievements. For many of those years, the prestigious Scholastic Awards program was sponsored by the Batesville JCs. Today, that tradition continues because of the Batesville Kiwanis Club, who stepped forward to carry it on. And I wanted to take a moment to say thank you. The Kiwanis have a long-standing commitment to this community, especially to its young people. Through service, leadership, and partnership, they continue to invest in the future of Batesville in a very real and meaningful way. As we celebrate the 66th Annual Scholastic Awards, we are also celebrating that commitment. The Kiwanis didn't just continue the program, they continue to strengthen it. Through their partnership with the Ripley County Community Foundation, they established an endowment to ensure this scholarship lives on for generations. That fund has already grown to over $130,000, with a goal to sustain the program indefinitely. That didn't happen by accident. It happens because of people who give their time, their energy, and their resources back to this community. So when you see the Kiwanis members at events, or when you head out to the Spring Carnival this weekend, I'm supposed to wink there, know that you're supporting something much bigger. You're supporting opportunities for students sitting right here tonight, and that matters. Now I want to share something a little bit more personal. My time in Batesville has been short. I began my role as your superintendent just a few months ago, but in that short time, I've learned something very quickly. This is a special place. Before coming here, I spent 26 years in one school district as a teacher, a principal, and a central office leader. My husband, David, and I raised our 2 children there, and I always said it would take something very special to cause me to leave. And Batesville is that something special. Sometimes when you're in it every day, it's easy to forget how unique it is. So let me remind you, because I get to see it with fresh eyes. I see a community that shows up for its schools. I see partners like the Kiwanis who invest in students, not just for today, but for the long term. And I see students who reflect the very best of our community. You can see them here tonight. Just recently, I had the opportunity to do mock interviews with some of our BHS sophomores. And I will tell you what stood out to me. It wasn't their answers, wasn't exactly their career path. It was just who they are. Over and over again, I heard the same values come through: family, hard work, drive, and a commitment to serving others. Parents, you did that. That doesn't happen by chance. It happens because of this community sitting in this room and a whole lot of teachers who are here tonight too. This place, this school, this community, it really is something special. And tonight is about celebrating that. At this time, it is my pleasure to turn the evening over to someone who has been doing incredible work leading Batesville High School this semester, our principal, Mr. Melvin Seifert.
Thank you, Dr. Eustace. In your program is a list of faculty and staff of Batesville High School. The achievements tonight are earned by the students. However, we all know that these awards are never earned alone, nor without support from family and friends, along with the daily influence of their teachers. At this time, I would like our faculty and staff to please stand to be recognized for their part in the success of the students that we are honoring here this evening. Thank you. Momentarily, we will be honoring those students in grades 9 through 12 who have consistently maintained a highest standard of academic achievement. Tonight's 67th Annual Kiwanis Scholarship Award Program is a celebration of those students who have truly achieved academic excellence. Students recognized tonight will have earned a 3.818 or higher GPA at the end of each academic semester. 4-year award winners will have earned a required GPA over 7 academic semesters during their high school career. Tonight, we will present certificates of achievement to 53 first-year recipients, 45 second-year recipients, and 22 third-year recipients. Then, 21 4-year recipients will be presented plaques by the Batesville Kiwanis Club honoring their achievements. Each 4-year recipient has created a video highlighting their accomplishments. Tonight's 21 recipients bring the total number of plaque winners to over 805 over the history of this prestigious program. At this time, would the first-year award winners please rise and come forward? We ask that you hold your applause until the end of each group is recognized. At this time, I would like to invite Ms. Sydney Howard from our freshman community to the podium to present our first-year recipients.
Liliana Adams, daughter of Zach and Tanya Adams. Alejandra Aguila Guzman, son of Alejandro Aguila and Dolores Guzman. Riley Balzer, daughter of Ryan and Amy Balzer. Levi Bosler, son of John and Kendra Bosler. Macy Benjamin, daughter of Michael and Valerie Benjamin. Lily Benoit, daughter of Justin and Sarah Benoit. Ella Bauer, daughter of Josh and Emily Bauer. Brianna Brashears, daughter of Jeremy Brashears and Emily Brashears. Gabriella Brown, daughter of Brian Brown and Daniela Becker. Eris Combs, daughter of Matt and Marcia Combs. Isabel Deardman, daughter of Edward and Diane Deardman. Lucas Gadberry, son of Matthew and Jacqueline Gadberry. Cassandra Garza, daughter of Jorge Garza and Nayeli Conde. Michaela Gutzwiller, daughter of Tony and Amy Gutzwiller. Jack Huber, son of Ben and Joni Huber. Addison Hughes, daughter of Jeremy and April Hughes. Isabella Karbowski, daughter of Lauren Karbowski. Adeline Cruzman, daughter of Scott and Lisa Cruzman. Stella Lecker, daughter of Michael and Amber Lecker. Kylie Lewis, daughter of Todd and Heather Lewis. Stella Maple, daughter of Adam and Brooke Maple. Isaiah Martin, son of Kent and Tammy Martin. Ryan McGuire, son of Kevin and Amber McGuire. Ella Muir, daughter of Clifford and Nancy Muir. Malia Morton, daughter of Robert Morton and Kimberly Gridley. Francesca Myers, daughter of Brandy Truesdale and Brett Myers. Emma Nobby, daughter of Daniel and Mary Nobby. Chelsea Paul, daughter of Ron and Kelly Sizemore. Allison Peets, daughter of Ben and Daniela Peets. Elise Pruitt, daughter of Nick and Stacy Pruitt. Emmeline Reeves, daughter of Grant and Anna Reeves. Solera Shield, daughter of Jeff Shield and Marianne Dickman Rock. Alexis Schiller, daughter of Jack and Melanie Schiller. Cora Schulte, daughter of Craig and Stephanie Schulte. Nora Sharkey, daughter of Randall and Rachel Sharkey. Lila Strewing, daughter of Mark and Natasha Strewing. Amelia Bierlin, daughter of Michael and Beth Bierlin. Ava Wade, daughter of Greg and Tiffany Wade. Aubrey Weberman, daughter of Brianna Weberman. Maxwell Winger, son of Michael and Amanda Winger. Sophia West, daughter of Amanda West. McKenna Westerman, daughter of Daniel and Mindy Bush. Tyler Widener, son of Joshua and Tamara Widener. Winston Garrett, son of Aaron and Jenny Garrett. Adam Brewer, son of Alex and Jennifer Brewer. Grace Getzwiller, daughter of Tony and Amy Getzwiller. James Hughes, son of Jim and Joanna Hughes. Jason Honor, son of Tom and Christy Honor. Winston Lecker, son of Frank and Kim Lecker. Caleb Moore, son of Jim and Wendy Moore. Leo Obermeyer, son of Tim and Kara Obermeyer. Austin Ronnebaum, son of Greg and Amber Ronnebaum. Caden Weiler, son of Mike and Kristen Weiler. Ladies and gentlemen, your first year award winners.
Would our second year award winners please rise and come forward? At this time, I would like to invite Sarah Geisel from our sophomore community to the podium to present our second year recipients.
Riley Adams, daughter of Luke and Kristen Adams. Arush Alala, son of Shailander and Pravina Alala. Abigail Beaver, son of Dathan and Laura Beaver. Jayla Beadle, daughter of Matt and Jackie Beadle. Elena Beiser, daughter of Catherine Beiser. Marley Denning, daughter of Charles and Emily Denning. Levi Essick, son of Thomas and Bernice Essick. Serenity Feldman, daughter of Joseph and Sarah Feldman. Reagan Flossbuller, daughter of Ron and April Flossbuller. Molly Gazelle, daughter of Michael and Abby Gazelle. Charlotte Harmeyer, daughter of Dan and Christina Harmeyer. Reagan Hickson, daughter of Ryan and Helen Hickson. Macy Holtcamp, daughter of Ryan and Elizabeth Holtcamp. Caitlin Huber, daughter of Aaron and Michelle Huber. Margaret Jelenic, daughter of Jeff and Amy Jelenic. Jack Laylage, son of Dennis and Vanda Laylage. Addison McGuire, daughter of Kevin and Amber McGuire. Carson Meyer, son of Doug and Courtney Meyer. Max Meyer, son of Sarah and Ryan Meyer. Cora Miller, daughter of Jeremy and Elizabeth Miller. Catherine Mentor, Ethan Nolan, son of Chad Grody and Trinity Nolan Grody. Laken Obermeyer, daughter of Nick and Tara Obermeyer. Brindley Osterling, daughter of Joe and Beth Osterling. Parker Oldham, son of Paul and Lisa Oldham. Ryan Oyer, son of Ted and Kathy Oyer. Jackson Peets, son of Eric and Amber Peets. Jackson Powell, son of Chris and Jamie Powell. Abigail Robb, daughter of Charlie and Melinda Robb. Caitlin Raver, daughter of David and Dee Raver. Trace Scott, son of Richard and Becky Scott. Margaret Tarkington, daughter of Matthew and Margaret Tarkington. Nicholas Tirado, son of Victor Tirado and Elizabeth Rockwood. Jersey Trenkamp, daughter of Aaron Trenkamp. Abraham Trossman, son of Matthew and Marcy Trossman. Max Walter, son of Dan and Becky Walter. Caitlin Wilhelm, daughter of Brian and Christine Wilhelm. Weston Peters, son of Sean and Brenda Peters. Owen Ramsey, son of Adam and Catherine Ramsey. Andrew Reed, son of David and Kristen Reed. Valentina Aguila Guzman, daughter of Alejandro Aguila and Dolores Guzman. Lainey Laker, daughter of Scott and Samantha Laker. Trenton Lewers, son of Todd and Heather Lewers. Cassius Myers, son of Brandy Truesdale and Brent Myers. Ethan Schneider, son of Pete and Lisa Schneider. Ladies and gentlemen, our second-year award winners.
Would our third-year award winners please rise and come forward? At this time, I would like to invite Mr. Brian McPhee, Associate Principal, to the podium to present our third-year recipients.
Paige Allgaier, daughter of Brian and Stacy Allgaier. Victor Ayler, son of Mitch and Gerlinda Ayler. Caitlin Fox, daughter of Scott and Janetta Fox. Caleb Fry, son of Daryl and Sarah Fry. Madeline Haskamp, daughter of Doug and Barb Haskamp. William Huber, son of Ben and Joni Huber. Lydia Huffmeyer, daughter of Daryl and Patricia Huffmeyer. Braden Hughes, son of Jeremy and April Hughes. Kaylin Kaufman, daughter of John and Stephanie Kaufman. Ella King, daughter of Robert and Lisa King. Rebecca Knight, daughter of Kurt and Jennifer Knight. McKenna Moore, daughter of Matt and Kendra Moore. Addie Redding, daughter of Nathan and Jessica Redding. Brody Rudolph, son of Christopher and Sherry Rudolph. Candace Shane, daughter of Andrew and Aaron Shane. Allison Simon, daughter of Jeremy and Ashley Simon. Aiden Taylor, son of Michael and Kimberly Taylor. Ella Weber, daughter of Kyle Weber and Megan and Nathaniel Fitzsimmons. Eliza Weiler, daughter of Jake and Samantha Weiler. Ellie Westerfeld, daughter of Travis and Sherry Westerfeld. Nora Wiedemann, daughter of Brandon and Jessica Wiedemann. Remus Felice, son of Leah Felice. And Eli Tarkington, son of Matthew and Margaret Tarkington. Ladies and gentlemen, our third year award winners.
It is my pleasure to introduce to the stage our four-year Kiwanis Scholarship Award winners. Samantha Adams. Samantha is the daughter of Luke and Kirsten Adams.
If any of you know me, I'm sure you can imagine that I was an interesting child. My mother likes to think that I'm just my father's daughter. Others say it just comes with being Adams. Me, I say you shouldn't fall off the jet ski at 4 months pregnant without anticipating some unintended sex. I think it's fair to claim that I was an adventurous child. Full of contests in the BART train in San Francisco? Sure. Fly across the country in a luggage rack? Who wouldn't want to do that? Indoor skydiving? Don't think I'll ever grow out of that one. Try to get married at recess before the teachers can put a stop to it? No one can resist forbidden romance, right? Let's just say that of all my parents' children, I ended up in the ER for accidents more than any of my other siblings. Probably. Needless to say, growing up as the fourth of 9 children, there was never a dull moment. I spent over half my life watching my family expand. Now I'm confused when I look around the table at only 7 people and try to figure out who's missing. I'm pretty sure my mother cried when the first one left. But with each passing child, all she's doing is breathing a sigh of relief. I tried my hand at many different sports growing up. Gymnastics, loved the tricks, hated competing. Basketball, as many of my friends can attest, the less said about that, the better. Weightlifting, have you seen my arms? Yoga, fell asleep so fast. But after years of diligent toil, I think it's safe to say that I eventually found my calling. I was 100% tricked into every single one of these sports, so it's a good thing I fell in love with them. Wait, no, that's a lie. I think I can with confidence say that 95% of the time I spent actually engaged in cross-country, track, or swim was hated. The other 5% was just the bus ride back. It wasn't the sport that drew me back year after year, but the team. I know everyone thinks that their sport or their team is the best, but good news, I can clear that up for you today and tell you that you're all wrong. It was actually my team that was the best. When I reflect back on my 4 years in high school, most of what I remember won't have anything to do with school, but rather quite a few things that I'm told must be redacted for the peace of mind of parents, coaches, and LB. When it comes to actual schooling, I've had my ups and downs. Most of the time, I divide school into 3 possible categories: fun, boring, or busy work. It's not supposed to be dangerous. But don't worry, my informants among the sophomores informed me that that particular project has been discontinued. Sorry, Satch, I still feel bad about your shoulder, by the way. But with COVID and different moves, BHS has probably been the longest I have ever stayed in one school. Oh, and in case you were wondering about that picture in the bottom right corner is of me the first time I ever visited the exotically mysterious land of Indiana. 5 years later, I kind of wish Indiana had kept some of its mysteries to itself. This message has been sponsored by Carbonation Station, where you can find the best thing in the state. Carbonation promo code SoberDad's favorite grad. You can get 10% off your next purchase. That's SoberDad's favorite grad. Warning: side effects may include large smiles, satisfaction, daydreaming, or excessive salivating for your next deliciously dirty soda pop, skipping for joy, happy tears, or unexplainable singing. Please contact the man in the cowboy hat with the drinks that are all that if you would like these symptoms to continue. And don't forget to tip your server. That server is me. After graduation, I'm excited for the opportunity I have to expand mine and others' faith by serving an 18-month mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in the Colorado Springs, Colorado mission beginning July 8th. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Samantha Adams. Jaden Bosler. Jaden is the son of John and Kendra Bosler.
Welcome to Story Time. I'm so glad you made it. Wow, there are a lot of you. So nicely dressed as well. How lovely. Well, today I want to share with you a story of a boy who lived in a village, not unlike this one. The boy was a relatively happy guy. He lived with his family. Well, that seems obvious. Many boys don't live with their families. Who wrote this book anyway? Oh. Well, he had a mom, a dad, a brother, a sister, and an uncooperative menace of a dog. Boy also enjoyed a multitude of activities, such as running, swimming, lifting, sometimes all four. It's even really quiet. Yes, introduction. But copyright reasons, we aren't allowed to put any hinges. Seriously, who wrote this? Now, like all good stories, a villain appears. But unlike most stories, this isn't an ordinary antagonist, you see. No, for it had been biding its time in this narrative, waiting. You see, 13 years ago, a dragon came to the village, demanded sacrifice. However, after the villagers pleaded for mercy, he gave an alternative. If the villagers submitted their children to it for 13 years of service, he would let the children go at the end of the service and offer them an opportunity to leave. But they could never again return to their way of life in the village. Seeing no other option, the villagers agreed. The dragon subjected the children to all manner of strange and unusual treatment following. Back. Science. And worst of all, Spanish. You don't really mind that. It was certainly not easy, but the dragon was merciful enough. However, the boy knew that he had to eat the dragon and liberate his village from its scheme. So he decided that the best way to do that was beat the creature at its own game. Out-calculate outlab science. Outdoor español. Finally, after over a decade of persistence and determination, the dragon trusted him enough to let him get close. And that when he struck. He had done it. The dragon was vanquished, and his village liberated. It was a momentous occasion, one to be remembered for all of time, written down in the history books for parents to tell their children and their children's children. That was for the dragon's friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jayden Bosler. Ella Carpenter. Ella is the daughter of Kevin and Amy Carpenter.
In the words of Fernando Pessoa, we were never meant to see our own reflection. It's for this reason I decided it's not me who will best describe who I am, but rather the people who have been able to witness it firsthand. In a couple words, how would you describe me? Big, juicy, determined, responsible. I ask people a variety of questions, from what color would I be? If I was a color, she would be
Yellow, orange, brown, yellow.
to what animal I would be.
Carp was an animal, she'd be a turtle. Mama.
Or even just a couple words to describe me.
Curly. Lovable.
Funny.
Exuberant.
Ambitious.
Attractive. It's all kind of started to peanut butter.
Some wanted to share a favorite memory.
A memory that I think of when I think of carp is the time we went to the gym and we used the shoulder extension machine completely backwards. Hot sauce shots during pickled. I can put a pickle ornament on her Christmas tree.
Bobby, can you also describe me?
Some even wanted to choose a song.
Any Monday by the Bengals. And Good Times by Elton John. The song Undressed by Somber because we always used to go on drives and blare it in my car.
But who could describe my high school experience better than my teachers?
Fire. She's got, girlfriend's got fire.
I've always looked at her as someone who has this raw compassion and sense of trying to make a difference in the world that you just don't see in people her age.
Sense of humor, and inquisitive. You didn't just want to know how to do something, you wanted to know why it worked. And fascinating.
Okay, positive memory. She's never disappointed me by not asking for a question about it.
Some teachers even had favorite moments or memories to describe me.
Every project she made, I warned her that it was probably going to break. And it broke.
Special ordering. A flag with both girls and me for their project.
And although some teachers will probably be happy to no longer have to answer my endless questions in class, I like to think that some will be sad to see me go.
This is my impersonation of myself when Ella President was one of the brightest students I've ever had graduates. Ella?
Let me ask you how you
Finally, there's the people that say it all, my parents.
Ella is so she's independent, she's an independent thinker, she's a little bit sassy, she is very kind-hearted and loving.
When she was around 3 to 5 years old, there was about a 2-year stretch where every time we heard a thud, you knew she was falling off the stool at the kitchen bar. This happened most daily, so it's really surprising to me that we're at a honors.
Surprisingly enough, we have made it this far. And with much more to go, I plan to continue my education in business management at IU Bloomington.
Hey, Ella. I just saw this truck that people had on the street near Peru, and it reminded me of you. Happy birthday.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ella Carpenter. Adria is the daughter of Matt and Marcia Combs.
Dear Senior Adria, I'm writing as a freshman version of you, and I wanted to check in. First of all, what kind of classes did you end up taking? I know we hate science, so hopefully nothing too difficult on that front. Speaking of, I hope you choose easy classes. I'd hate to have to actually learn how to study. I'm also wondering about the activities you ended up doing. You probably didn't take up any leadership positions or anything. I hope singers went well. We probably didn't make history or anything. But I hope it was still fun. A word of advice, if you do get stressed, which probably won't happen that much, make sure to decompress with your friends. I always find that spending time with Eris reminds me that nothing is that serious. That's all I wanted to know about high school. By the way, where are we headed next? I'm obviously not expecting you to be going to Juilliard or Berkeley or something, but I hope you at least get to go to school for music. Wherever we go, I can't wait to see your name at the top of our acceptance letter. It'd be super embarrassing if our mom's name somehow ended up on it instead. But you'd never make a mistake like that. Well, I think that about covers it. One more thing. If we ever have to present one of those award videos in front of a bunch of people from your school, get someone else to do your voiceover.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adria Combs. Madeline Camperone. Madeline is the daughter of Nick Camperone and Sherry Heck Camperone.
Alright, today we are going to be playing Roblox. Hello everyone, it's Madeline.
Hi. Hello everybody. Welcome to my new YouTube video. So, this is a normal type of video. Hope you enjoyed that super sick intro. Let's just get into the nitty-gritty. I'm Mads, and this is me as a baby. Duh. Nobody remembers this time of their life, but I can tell from these pictures that I was having a lot of fun. I discovered my love for SpongeBob popsicles, and I mourn the gumball eyeballs every day. Honestly, shout out the ice cream man wherever you are. I also love being with my Grammy and hanging out with my new kittens. Life was great. Soon I discovered that I was meant to be king of the jungle. This is still true to this day, obviously. I mean, look how fierce. My mom worked at the middle school, so Grace and I got to hang out every day after school. She's been one of my best friends since preschool. Shout out, Grace. I know you're watching. I tried a ton of different activities. I spent most of soccer sunbathing, pretending I didn't hear the coach subbing me in. I decided I would never cheer again. The peppiness wasn't for me. I started dance at 4, and I realized it was a perfect fit. From ballet to dance team, I spent 14 years of my life dancing. It was my life. For my senior year, though, I needed a change. I decided to become the school mascot. Somehow, I made it back to the sport I swore I would never return to, cheerleading. As much as I joke about it, I'm very grateful for my time cheering this year. I never gave up on my first passion, though, singing. 3-year-old Mads knew she wanted to do this forever. I stand by her for sure. I've made some of my closest friends through singers and drama club. Without them, I wouldn't have made it through high school. I wouldn't have made it through all of my activities without my family. Providing me with every opportunity possible and pushing me to do my best, I couldn't ask for a better support group. They were there for me through all of the awkward phases. Oh wow, this is even worse than I remember. Senior year has been crazy, but it has been a perfect representation of my 4 years of high school. I have definitely had ups and downs this year. Holy Sherry. And please don't even get me started on microbiology. While I love all of my friends, I am very excited to get away to start a new chapter of my life. I will be attending Purdue University, the school I've known since birth. I'll be majoring in kinesiology with the goal of becoming a physical therapist. Boiler up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Madeline Cameron.
Lexine Harris. Lexine is the daughter of David and Brandy Harris.
Shocker, Paxton was still bullying me when I was a baby. Would your little self be proud of who you are today? This is the first thing that came to my mind when starting this video. So while I talk about my life up to this point, and you watch my dramatic little self, I want you to think of an answer to that question. And since none of you actually knew the younger me, I think this is a perfect way to introduce her to you. This is Lexine Danielle Harris, born on the most devastating day of my dad's life, the day Brett Favre retired from the Packers. It was truly a sad day. And it just kept getting worse throughout the years, as his bank account just kept lowering for some odd reason. I know I started the video with my brother bullying me, but I guess he wasn't all that bad. We were actually very close throughout our life. I wanted to be just like him. I'm not so sure anymore though. Running into fires doesn't seem like something this little angel would do. Mommy. Look at that athlete. Who knew she would grow up to play 5 different sports in high school? Anyways, apparently I always knew that food would be my one true love, and that pink would be my favorite color. This girl, though, has got some serious style. Someone needs to introduce her to Marshalls. I feel like she'll like it. And I'm not sure why Paxton was jumping out of the car there. I am a great driver. Just look at that face. This is the face, however, of someone who hasn't started school yet and doesn't know what integrals or helmets are. She does have that smile, though, that gets her into 10 different clubs in high school, which she becomes a leader in most of. I'm not sure why she chose that path, though, because time management was never a strong suit for her. See, this is when Lexi's personality really started to shine. She was having the time of her life, you know, being the favorite child and all. That is just one of many dancing videos recorded throughout my childhood. I just couldn't seem to sit still. Around this time, I started putting all of my energy into sports though, and just never stopped. Softball was my first sport, and always my favorite. And who knew she would hit a home run before her brother? Told you, amazing driver. If anybody knows my family, they know my dad, without a doubt, always wears a Packers shirt. No matter the circumstance either. So Lexi started to like the Packers too. Also, Lexi always had straight A's throughout all of school. She was determined at the school, and it may have been because she got paid some good money when she got her all-A report card back. She has kept this up to this day, but has struggled a bit doing so. Shout out microbiology. Anyways, someone really needs to help this girl in her outfit choices. The next few years in middle school were filled with mainly softball, basketball, cross country, musicals, and being quarantined. So there aren't many pictures of anything else. This was the end of my journey at Greensburg, and I could not have been happier I left. Sorry, I'm sorry. Coming to Batesville was the best decision I ever made. I became a better version of myself, was way happier, and met the best people. Two of those people in specific I want to talk about. These two went with me through every high and low, and I don't know what I'm going to do after we all go our separate ways after graduation. When I met Charlotte and Sam in cross country, I never expected we would end up here, being called Alvin, Simon, and Theodore. Charlotte and I will only be 2 hours away at college, but someone will be 17 hours away for a year and a half. Hey, but she comes back in 26 months from now, so can't be that hard, right? Right? This little girl had no clue how awesome her life would be today, and if she did, I don't think she would have believed it. I just want to tell her to have fun in every situation, be okay with change, and of course, live the moment. Oh, and also, it all circles back. I will be attending Bethel University in the fall to double major in elementary education as well as ASL and interpreting. I will also be running cross country and track. I would say little me would be proud. What do you think?
Ladies and gentlemen, Lexi Harris. Tyler Hoff. Tyler is the son of Dustin and Nicole Hoff.
August 31st, 2007. That's when it all started. Dusty and Nicole welcomed their first child into the world at a solid 6 pounds, 7 ounces. I think I must have fooled my parents into thinking parenting was easy because 2.5 years later, I'd be joined by my younger sister, Carly. If you want to know anything about what she's like, just take note that I never got any more siblings after she came home. Before I get too far, yes, that little boy with glowing blonde curls is the same one standing up here on this stage right now. I don't know what happened either. Now, despite my best efforts to deny the allegations, if you know, you know, I was clearly a very content child, loving every bit of being outside and growing up out in the country. I mean, look at that bottom right picture. Feeding the cows while wearing the jersey of the best football team in the NFL. What more can a little boy possibly need? Turns out baseball is something that little guy can need. I would end up finding a few more hobbies along the way, like playing the guitar, shooting archery, riding 4-wheelers, fishing, and eating hamburgers while rocking a cowboy hat and gym shorts, apparently. All of those were great, and I still do most of them to this day, but none of them stuck out like baseball did. Whether it was spring, summer, fall, or even winter, you could almost always find me swinging a bat or throwing a ball. In fact, I loved it so much that I figured I would get high school ball try my freshman year along with archery. Archery went all right until my sister started showing me up at every tournament. And let me tell you, when your younger sibling starts beating you at something, that's a sign to hang it up. During that 1 year of baseball, though, I had a blast and made plenty of new friends. Even with that great time, however, I ultimately called it quits on sports studying after my freshman year and began working more and more for my dad's basement business. Oh, and I also found out a little bit more about this thing called traveling. Well, maybe more than a little bit. During this past summer, I got the opportunity to spend 5 weeks studying abroad with the host family in Ciudad Real, Spain, thanks to Mr. Claimer and the amazing Spanish program. This trip changed me a lot. Interacting with people from different cultures and being forced to communicate only in Spanish without access to our phones. You heard that right, no phones, for 5 full weeks. What 17-year-old would do that? Well, I'm definitely glad I did, because it was probably the coolest experience of my life and allowed me to meet new people that I'll never forget. Speaking of people, there is no way I would have accomplished standing on the stage tonight if it wasn't for my friends and family. I'm forever grateful for how my parents shaped me into the person I am today, and also for all the amazing memories that came with having such great friends, especially that AP Spanish class. I doubt any group of people will ever compare to that. That being said, as much as I've enjoyed my time here at BHS, I'm definitely ready to move on. This fall, I'll be attending Purdue University, where I'll be majoring in civil engineering and minoring in finance. Boiler up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tyler Hall. Benjamin Kuntz. Benjamin is the son of John Kuntz and Mary Jo Hassel.
On January 9th, 2008, I entered this world. Born to Mary Jo and John Kuntz, I was 6 pounds 3 ounces of pure curiosity. I was a very active child who caused few headaches. Lucky for my parents, those came later. Growing up, my curiosity grew. I wandered away, taking in all the views and trying to make sense of the sport I was born into. I did anything that piqued my interest, but nothing lasted longer than a year or two. As time passed, one passion became evident: wildlife. Scales, fins, or fur didn't bother me. I wanted to know as much as possible about each animal I crossed. I flipped every rock I found and stared intently at every body of water the car passed. Needless to say, this interest never faded. I continued to bounce between sports, even playing football, something I swore I wouldn't. But wouldn't you know it, the kid more interested in the worm in the grass isn't the best at remembering plays, nevertheless catching the ball. For some reason, the sport that stuck was hockey. Couldn't tell you why. Probably because there aren't usually many animals on an ice rink to distract me, but I could get away with pushing people into walls if they didn't get me first. The first couple of years of high school were filled with activities. Sports started to stick, and I found a love for both music and archery. However, as the months went by, the bow and drumsticks got traded in for fishing rods and the chalk back more often. The moment assignments got finished, I was no longer reaching for a practice pad, but instead goggles as my swim career became more serious. Wouldn't you know it, even I became an afterthought. During practice, I couldn't stop the thought of Russian rivers, gobbling turkeys from entering my mind during those grueling 3,000 yards. Swimming was still my main sport, but you would never catch me missing an opening morning. The sports may have changed, but the passion stayed consistent. I fell in love with the water as a kid, and that passion only grew. The serenity of the wildlife combined to make an environment that I cannot seem to pull myself away from. I love the ecosystems the water creates, and more importantly, the animals that reside within them. If I have one message for the crowd tonight, it is to never deny what your heart beats for. For me, that is aquatic ecosystems and wildlife. This fall, I'm off to Purdue University to study fisheries biology and hope to becoming an ichthyologist and learning as much about these ecosystems as possible. Boiler up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Benjamin Kuntz. Lydia Maddock. Liv is the daughter of Craig and Leslie Maddock.
There's Lydia, born at 9:28.
The great that he will be bright and shining light. So stand out like the rose.
To my love, took it down. Climbed around and then I turned around. And I saw my reflection in snow-covered hills. Till the landslide brought me down. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can a child in my heart find love? Can I sail through the changing ocean tides? Can I handle the season of my Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I've built my life around you. But time is older, even children get older, and I'm getting older too. Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I've built my life around you. But time makes you older, and children get older, I'm getting older too. Oh, I'm getting older too. Oh, take my love, take it down. Oh, down, 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 down. And if you see my reflection in snow-covered hills, the red flag down. And if you see my reflection in snow-covered hills, where the landslide down, oh, landslide down. Oh, landslide down.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lydia Maddox. Olivia Meir. Olivia is the daughter of Clifford and Nancy Meir.
Like most stories start, mine begins on my birthday, March 18, 2007, when I was born as the 8th child to my parents. As you can imagine, having that many siblings means that much of my childhood was spent hanging out with them. Whether we were running around your family farm, playing in the sandbox, or playing hours of make-believe, at least one of my siblings was always there as company. My younger sister was born when I was 3 years old. That's right, there's actually 9 of us, and the 2 of us quickly became inseparable. Eventually, I went to grade school at St. Louis, and then started Batesville my freshman year of high school. I've been able to participate in a lot of amazing opportunities along the high school, including meeting wonderful people I now call my friends, participating in clubs such as Interact Club and BHS, and even having the chance to show my artwork on a mural in town. Outside of school, I still spend a lot of time hanging out with my family. That much hasn't changed. And even though they will never let me live down any of my embarrassing moments and give me way too many weird nicknames, I still consider them to be some of my most favorite people in the entire world. Besides spending time with my family, I also like to bake, do all kinds of arts and crafts, dance around the house, spend way too much time reading my books, and going on adventures. However, my absolute favorite adventure during high school has to be visiting the Yellowstone National Park last summer with a group of other high school students. We spent 7 days camping, hiking, and seeing some of the most amazing and beautiful landscapes and wildlife. That brings me to now. After graduating from high school, I will start college in the fall at Cincinnati State Technical and Community College, where I plan to earn a degree in biographic clinical sonography.
Ladies and gentlemen, Olivia Weir. Emily Merkel. Emily is the daughter of Kenneth and Melissa Merkel.
As many of these intros start, I, Emily Caroline Merkel, became my parents' little ball of joy on August 22nd, 2007. After that glorious day, my parents knew that they had got it right the first time, as I am the only child in our little family of 3. You might be thinking, was it boring to not have siblings as a child? My answer to that would be, sometimes yes, sometimes no, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Despite my lack of siblings, my cousins were just a 5-minute drive away, so it's not like I was totally isolated. Growing up, I quickly realized that sports were not my forte, especially after chipping my teeth at softball practice in 2nd grade. Instead, I was drawn to the way less injury-prone world of music. From starting piano in kindergarten, band in 5th grade, and choir in 6th grade, music has become a major part of my life. I love the challenge of learning new pieces and being able to perform with the friends I've made along the way. When I started high school, I still kept up with piano and choir, but I dropped band. The thought of going to band camp was too much for me. However, what really helped me expand my love and passion for music and performing was when I joined Batesville Singers my sophomore year. I'm not joking when I say joining this group may have been the best decision I made all throughout high school. I finally found a space where I could be authentically me, and ultimately, I gained a second family. I couldn't be more grateful to spend countless hours of rehearsals, late-night competitions, and overall music making with this group of people. Not to mention I made school history twice during my high school career. Music aside, I couldn't have gotten to where I am today without the support of my wonderful friends and family. You guys truly deserve the biggest shout out. After talking about the major impact music's had on my life, you might be able to guess my major. If you guessed accounting, you'd be correct. This fall, I will be continuing my education by studying accounting at Indiana University. Go Hoosiers!
Ladies and gentlemen, Emily Merkel. John Moody. Jonathan is the son of Ryan and Mary Jo Moody.
She left for good, and she wasn't going to come back, nor is she. But her leaving wasn't a thing, because she left a lesson that she never told me, but she taught me. She taught me through her actions and what she did. And that lesson I carry around with myself every single day. That is realize that there's no reason not to be happy in a world as beautiful as this one. John, why are you standing in a field? Good question. Why aren't you staying in the field? That said, this place represents another lesson I learned. That it's that you can really do this life. It's not easy. No matter what problem, goal, achievement, career, or frustrating situation of the thing that's happening in your life, you can overcome it. It's not just bad. And you might as well have fun while you're doing it. In the end, it has not just been those 30 people that have made me who I am today. There's so many people that I want to mention in this short 4-minute span that I can't. But my teachers who have taught me who I wanted to become, who I want to be as Dr. Moody one day, I cannot give them enough back to return the favor for what they taught me. My friends, they taught me how to joke and how to just enjoy wherever I am and just be funny and be happy. My girlfriend, she taught me how to relax and how to look forward to what the rest of my life has to offer. And then there's a group of people who are in Southern Almeria, Spain, who cannot be here today. My family, who cared for me when I was over there and taught me so many lessons that I can't even begin to explain. But they taught me one very important lesson. Y esa lección es que mientras uno está vivo, uno debe amar lo más que pueda. While one is alive, they should love the most they can.
Mientras uno está vivo, uno debe amar lo más que pueda.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jonathan Moody. Ethan Raschulte. Ethan is the son of Scott and Rebecca Raschulte.
On May 6, 2008, my parents were blessed when your new favorite child, me, came into this world. Wait a minute, today's May 6th. Does that make today my 18th birthday? Okay, you know what that means. Everyone, get your vocal cords ready. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jesus. Happy birthday to you. My parents and my sister Madison. They've always made my life chaotic but fun, and have been great influences for me. Growing up, I've had so many great opportunities with my family to participate in many activities, and to see many things around the United States, allowing me to grow in my faith and into the person I am today. Throughout high school, I've participated in cross country and track, as well as Batesville Singers. These have been amazing experiences for me, because I gained great friends and a second family through these activities. Next year, I will be attending Marian University as a St. Mary's Scholar to major in chemistry, biology, and Spanish.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ethan Rasholke. Noah Ramsey. Noah is the son of Adam and Catherine Ramsey.
June 7th, 2007, my parents welcomed me into the world. And for the next 23 months, life was just great. But my parents decided I need some siblings. And I think 4 was about 4 too many, if you ask me. When I could find time for myself in between the constant chaos, you could find me obsessing over all kinds of cars. Life was just great until school. Many of you may not know that I was homeschooled for several years. And yes, if you were all wondering, I was a homeschool jungle freak. 7 years ago, we moved to Batesville. Here, the worst thing happened. I went to traditional school. Then I met these weirdos. But little did I know that moving to Batesville was going to be one of the best things that has ever happened. Here I got to go on so many different adventures. After 2 years of scouting, I joined the local troop here in Batesville, where I continued my scouting career for 5 more years. Here, I was able to go to all different kinds of places like Red River Gorge, Philmont Scout Ranch, and do a few trips to a scout reservation. From a young age, I had a fascination with guitars and always wanted to learn how to play. But little did I know that my wish would finally become a reality. Here in Batesville, I took a guitar class with Mr. Branstetter, which would become one of the most pivotal classes in middle school. From there, I've been playing guitar ever since, and I still jam out with friends every now and again. Lastly, archery has been a big part of my life. I have completed many tournaments, made lots of friends, and helped my team claim 3 state championship titles. Living here in Batesville is great. I have never could have imagined growing up anywhere else and still made the friends that I did. Now I'm ready to start the next giant leap. In the fall, I'm attending Purdue University to study agricultural engineering.
Ladies and gentlemen, Noah Ramsey. James Rowland. James is the son of James Rowland and Shantana Pullman.
This is me, just a little guy who's going to spend the next 18 years with some of the best people in the world. Like my father, who showed me the power of persistence and positivity. Like my mothers that have kept me in line and shaped me tremendously. My grandparents who would support me through anything and everything. My 8 siblings that have forced me to learn patience in all the worst ways. And there are so many others, maybe an upperclassman that takes you under their wing. A friend who called a brother for years to come. A tall friend who makes bullying their occupation. Maybe a friend who thinks just like you. Some last a lifetime. Someone who's always there when you need to vent. Maybe a day one who constantly pushes you to improve. Somebody who becomes your athletic duo. Maybe even a friend that becomes the comedic relief at the perfect times that you need it. Maybe a fantastic teacher that shows you how to balance living and learning. Maybe lucky enough, some will become like a second family to you. I wouldn't be who I am without all of these people, and I couldn't be more grateful. Each and every one of them has lost something in my life that I will carry with me forever. Be grateful for everyone in your life and tell them love is never wasted when it's shared. Well, yeah, I agree with biology agreement.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jamie Rowan. Anna Schneider. Anna is the daughter of Andrew and Amanda Schneider.
Welcome to the end of the story. Throughout my life and time at Batesville High School, I've gone through many different eras. Tonight, I want to go through some of them with you. Starting with my baby era. It began on August 21st, 2007. I was the first child, and on my mom's side, the first grandchild. This made me a very popular baby. Then my toddler era. During this time, I finally got someone to play with, a little sister. I was absolutely thrilled to have a sister, though I did once ask if we could take her back. Next, we have my early school era. I started playing soccer in primary school. No, I was not good, but that was okay. Then in first grade, I got a bob and joined the cheer team, for some reason. Now to intermediate school. The things that defined this period the most would be getting my first pet that wasn't a fish. Pictured here is our dog Comet. I would like to make it publicly known that he is still not allowed on my bed, even when I'm away for college. After that, it's evident that I've had a lot more maturing to do. You can still see hints of my middle school self in these photos, and it is very unsettling. Following freshman year, we of course have sophomore year. My main memories from this era are the places I went. I attended my first ever Bengals game with my grandma that year. I saw a certain movie in theaters twice. That specific movie is, for legal reasons, entirely unrelated to this presentation. I also picked up a new extracurricular, fine arts academic team. Then, junior year. I'm sorry to all of you who knew me during first semester finals week. Though there were quite a few struggles, there were still many highlights, like getting to go to state finals at Purdue University with the academic team. I'm pretty sure we got dead last, but we made it there. And now for senior year. Of course, there's a problem. I also like getting to spend time with my friend Isaiah, who is technically my date. I would also like to use this moment to issue a public apology to his dad for all the glitter I left in the front seat of his car. Unfortunately, I don't think it's ever going away. I'm very sorry, Mr. Kubitschek. And then to the present, my Kiwanis Awards era. I stand here in the same dress I wore to all 4 of these award ceremonies. I'm proud to announce that I'll be attending Purdue University for humanitarian engineering. I'm thankful for all the friends, teachers, and family that made all of this possible. I don't really know how to wrap up a full 18 years worth of life, or how to put into words my feelings about this moment, so I guess I'll just say, see you next era.
Ladies and gentlemen, Anna Schneider. Grace Walter. Grace is the daughter of Dan and Becky Walter.
I'm Grace, and I want to review my life by going through what is in my backpack. First, let's see what we have in here. Clifford. Ever since I was little, I've always been quite outgoing. I never went anywhere without my Clifford stuffed animal, even when I was throwing fits because I didn't get my way. It seems as though not much has changed, even if I don't have Clifford to carry around everywhere. Let's see what we have next. My sports career began when I played soccer when I was little. Eventually, at some point, I was talked into joining a basketball league, where I then was convinced to play club volleyball and middle school volleyball. And then, my 6th grade year, I began tennis, which I continued all throughout high school. The other sports I played throughout high school were volleyball and basketball, although I only played basketball up until my senior year. Although I loved the sport, I eventually decided to move my basketball skills to the stage. When I was young, I participated in a few musicals. My love for theater never really went away. So, my senior year, I decided to branch out and join this year's production of High School Musical on stage. It was so much fun, and I became friends with the entire cast. Let's see what's next. Next is the item that makes the most sense to have in a bag. School items. School has truly been a combination of both fun and challenges. Classes such as AP Chemistry pushed me to work harder than I ever had to in order to succeed. In reality, that class definitely gave me some of my most favorite memories. And speaking of memories, I think I feel something moving around in my bag. That became some of my favorite memories of high school. And I eventually used the skills that I learned from Mr. Clearman to study abroad on a 5-week experience to Oviedo, Spain. Living with a host family and speaking only Spanish was a challenge, but it was one of, if not the, best experience of my life. My next adventure will be at the University of Cincinnati, where I will be studying chemistry on a pre-pharmacy track. Go Bearcats!
Ladies and gentlemen, Grace Walker. Vincent Wilson. Vincent is the son of Jeffrey and Ann Wilson.
Hi, I'm Nicholas.
Well, hey, Miss Wilson. I am also Miss Wilson. This is a story of me. One which you might want to listen to, and one which your side only, you're forced to listen to. I was born on February 15th, 2008, to two loving parents who had the custody with a child who was, let's just say, a bundle of curiosity. I grew up with five other siblings, most of which were scientists like me, which is a trait we definitely got in our dad. When my older siblings grew up and moved on, I faced being homeschooled alone. Seeking new friends and opportunities, my parents encouraged me to try the public school system, specifically at Batesville. At 6th grade, I started reading. That was the beginning of the Batesville singing knowledge. And I wondered, what would a new kid to the public school system actually get into? I think it's best if I let the middle school kids answer this question.
When I sing, the music fills my soul. When I sing.
Cut, please. That was the voice of the middle school choir angel, I know, but let's talk about some other stuff. I also did drama club. Can we see some photos of Captain that actor, please?
Now comes the part where I truly conduct this Wilson. You remember how I mentioned I was a science brother and I had a lot of curiosity? That passion followed me into high school through Project Leapaway Engineering and college level STEM classes. Some of my favorite memories were in the labs and classrooms of Mr. Raw, Mr. Hughes, Mr. Hepner, and Professor Short. This community has so many incredible instructors. I'd like to thank my parents and also those community members for supporting my growth. And I feel like it's only fitting that I show you my middle school hobbies and how they still stuck with me. I know there was a lot to consume in that city, so I'll make the rest of this quick. I am Vince Wilson, and I have had a lot to learn ever since as a child. I always felt something was missing, just a little something. So I decided to go to Batesville Middle School, and it shocked me how much fun it was. I was able to do so many things, like musicals, and hang out with so many great people. And it really helped me develop my true personality and the Vince you know today. Because of BMS, I was able to make a flawless transition into Batesville High School. There's one thing that Batesville High School has taught me, is that every single person who's gone through Batesville High School should appreciate all of the opportunities that have become available because of it, and during it. So I asked for a second, just take a rest and think about what Batesville High School is. I know what Batesville High School is done. It's helped me find my calling, and it's helped me enjoy what I've loved ever since birth. So, it's about time I say goodbye. Not to you forever, but in the case of this video. I'm proud to announce, in the fall of 2026, I will be attending Marian University to study engineering. So, with that, I thank you, and I bid you adieu.
Ladies and gentlemen, Vincent Wilson. Braden Waddell. Braden is the son of James and Amy Waddell. Ladies and gentlemen, Braden Waddell. Ladies and gentlemen, so let's hear it for our fourth year award winners. At this time, I would like to invite Jackie Huber to the stage for the presentation of the Kiwanis Scholarship Awards.
Good evening. I'm honored to present the Kiwanis Scholastic Scholarship tonight. My connection to Kiwanis began when I was a youngster, growing up in Batesville, participating in the youth soccer program, which was sponsored by Kiwanis. Today, it's a privilege for me to give back to this community as a member of that very same organization. This moment is also personal to me because I actually stood on that stage just a few years ago to receive that same plaque. So I know firsthand the level of hard work, discipline, and late night dedication required to earn this recognition. The recipient of the Scholastic Awards Scholarship was asked to write about something important that cannot be measured by grades and why it matters. This year's recipient wrote beautifully about the influence of their family. They shared how their family has been an integral force in shaping their character, teaching them to maintain focus, persevere through trials, and most importantly, to keep a smile through it all. It is my distinct honor to present this Scholastic Award Scholarship to Miss Olivia Meir. And with that, this concludes the Scholastic Awards presentation. Congratulations to all of the students, and thank you all for coming this evening.